Hi there, Vanessa Lanham-Day here. My video blog from the mountains was such a success, I've decided now to really commit, so you'll be seeing more of me on video, so apologies for that. But it's really interesting, a lot of people found it lots more engaging than the written word. I think there's a real lesson to everybody out there who is engaging with their audience. It's worth pursuing, just understanding a bit more how video could work for you. But the reason I'm sat here in my garden, it's Good Friday in fact, I'm sat next to this beautiful display of flowers. They're all daffodils from my garden. I look out from my office on the first floor and I see this wall of daffodils. It's absolutely beautiful. And there's something about that, almost the first day of spring, about Easter, that brings in us all the sense of spring cleaning, new beginnings, fresh eyes. And that's my theme for the blog today, ways in which you can get fresh eyes into your business. Now I've got 3 particular strategies I think you really ought to look at. Number 1, take a fresh look at your customers. It's really easy to fall into the trap of, oh yeah, I know who my customers are, they're SMEs in Surrey, they're yummy mummies, oh I'm a therapist, I can work with anyone between the ages of 18 and 80. And it becomes this sort of sense of same old, yeah I know who they are. But you really need to think this through, because if you take a fresh pair of eyes and start to think really specifically about who buys what you do, who could get real value from it, you'll find real subtleties will make all the difference, and that fresh pair of eyes could make all the difference for you. And instead of your SMEs in Surrey, you suddenly find you've got people just about going through a change, people who are perhaps looking to open a second office, people who are changing from say 5 to 10 staff, who suddenly the whole management process is changing, or people looking for their first premises, that they're going through a very specific period in their business journey. So that fresh pair of eyes will allow you to engage in a really, really different way. So if you think you know who your customers are, I challenge you to spend half a day with some flip charts, really getting to grips again and reminding yourself about who they are, and I bet you'll get some really good new ideas. And that brings me to number 2, the fresh pair of eyes, is thinking really clearly about how you engage with your customers. It gets really easy to think, oh, this is what we do and these are the benefits, but that moment of engagement, the first time people think about how they will get benefit from you, that light bulb that goes, do you know what? That would be really helpful. And it's that level of engagement. It comes a lot, of course, from understanding who your customer is, so you can really fine-tune those sorts of things. I spent some time with my old personal trainer, in fact, who's also a client. He's become a really inspiring guy in the fitness industry. And it's really interesting here about the ways that they have a 30-day trial into his gyms, but all the different campaigns that they use. And one of them is the Fat Dads campaign, and the strapline is, nobody wants to be a fat dad. And because they've really understood who the customer is, that they can find little moments of engagement, and the kind of pictures and messages they're using are really helping people understand the value he can bring in that moment to that particular audience. I've got another client, he's in the group pensions world. Now, you may think, oh, that's a bit dull, but he talks a lot to the employees of the businesses that he works with, and we've created a fabulous new concept called the Pension Man, because of course in all of those businesses he is the pension man, and we've created like a cartoon character. We're sending out gingerbread pension men biscuits to all the employees, so that it gives him another level of engagement. So thinking it through, a fresh pair of eyes could perhaps give you some great ideas. And finally, number 3, the fresh pair of eyes. It's something I'm going through at the moment as well. In terms of your branding, again, very easy to fall into the trap of same old, same old. People understand what we do, don't we? It's really clear, isn't it? Well, I challenge you, is it really that clear? Could you go to your website as a complete novice and really, really uniquely understand what it is that you can do for your customers? If you were the perfect customer, would you get it? Would that passion, that energy, that unique message come across? Because things like video, things like your strapliner and those key messages, the testimonials you've got on there, are they really telling the story that answers that question? Am I in the right place? Are these the right people to help me? Because if you come at it with a fresh pair of eyes, a bit like when you sell your house, suddenly you look at it with estate agents' pairs of eyes, don't you? And you see all that clutter that you've got used to over the years, and you suddenly think, goodness me, someone new coming into the house will see this very differently to us. So declutter your brand, think about how you can really get that message across, because you've got a very short moment of engagement with new prospects and customers. So make sure you make the most of it. Well, have a fabulous Easter. By the time you see that, you should be all chocolated out, and I hope the bank holiday doesn't bring all the rain that's predicted and we get a bit more of this fabulous sunshine. So have a great time, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.